welcome back to my FC25 Southampton career. Now, we finished last episode talking about a big game at the bottom end of the table. West Ham versus Leicester City, where a Leicester win could have turned our dismal February into a really terrible one, but it played out an anticlimactic 1-1 draw, which was probably best case scenario for us, because yeah, we only need to catch Leicester to survive, but the more teams there are in the mix to go down, then the more chances there are of teams slipping up. So if West Ham get pulled into this relegation battle, then brilliant, the more the merrier. Well, not really merrier, but you know what I mean. In other news, I forgot to mention this last episode with all the mishaps that went on. Aribo has been upset at his lack of game time. He was actually devastated not to have been brought back into the team since recovering from injury. That's his words. I tried to smooth it over, but he's had enough now and has handed in a transfer request. And we've received an offer already, but before we look at that, Onuachu has turned down FC20, by the looks of it. We'd agreed a deal to sell him, but contract talks have now broken down. Maybe he wanted too much money and the Dutch side had second thoughts. I don't know. Anyway, on to the offer for Aribo, and it's Leicester who have bid just over $2.5 million for the midfielder. Our assistant thinks it's a fair offer, but surely by now, you know me, I'ma ask for a little bit more. So we'll ask for $3 million, but settle for 2.8. Not even 2.85, just 2.8. See how generous I can be? So let's see what the Foxes say to that in the coming days. Moving on, and it's another FA Cup weekend, so another chance for the team to rest up and come back stronger, because the games do not get any easier. Well, they might do after the next one, which is away to Liverpool. If we can do better than we did against them in the Carabao Cup, I'll be happy. But first, some FA Cup results. And Liverpool beat Derby County 1-0, and to be honest, I wouldn't mind that result for us. But anyway, Burnley beat West Brom, Norwich beat Swansea, and Fulham beat Blackburn, all by 2-1. Manchester City saw off Leeds with a score of 2-0. Preston edged past Hull with a 1-0 win. Arsenal beat Ipswich 2-0, while the tie of the round saw Chelsea defeat Man United by 3-2. Which means the draw for the 6th round, the quarter-finals, sees Fulham versus Man City. Either Preston or Burnley will reach the semis as they go 1-on-1. Norwich will welcome Arsenal to Carrow Road, and Liverpool will take on Chelsea as they again will have the biggest tie of the round. But let's get back to our business, shall we? And the possible starting lineup for Liverpool. Well, I wouldn't mind if Endo or Tsimikas played, but it'll probably be a little bit different to what's shown here anyway. They play tiki-taka as well, so they'll probably thump us with whatever team they put out. And anything other than stop the wall would be a waste. As for our starting 11, it's just going to be the usual suspects, except for Cullen Battle. He gets to keep his place because I thought he was actually one of the better players against Chelsea. And I toyed with starting Archer, but I just thought Onuachu would give the Liverpool centre-backs a tougher game.
The man to watch. He's been in stunning form, scoring goals for fun. Next on EA TV. Well, you could almost put this scene on a postcard. Sun shining brightly at Anfield, absolutely perfect. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me, ready to provide all the analysis, is Stuart Robson. And we've got Premier League action coming right up. It is Liverpool up against Southampton.
Thanks, Derek. Well, both managers will be reminding their players of starting the game quickly, hitting the opposition back, playing the ball forward and regaining possession as quickly as possible. Hopefully we get a really good game here.
Can he deliver it with accuracy? A truly magnificent start. An early goal in the game, just what they were hoping to produce. On to Downs. Cornet, played into the centre. Just the clearance that was needed. Doing well to win it back. What can they do from here? So Bosley. Mo Salah. Who can he pick out? Jota. The cut back. And just over the bar. Really good effort. Tsimikas. And this is Diogo Jota now. Flynn Downs. He has teammates around him. And Liverpool regaining possession here. Kyle Walker-Peters has it. At times they make passing look easy. Crossing opportunity. It's got to be. McAllister. Bosley. Fine tackle there to prevent the chance. Korombato. Kyle Walker-Peters has it. Downs. Manning has it. Now, let's see what they can do here. And delivered into the box. Well, just the kind of save every goalkeeper would expect to make. So Bosley. Oh, my goodness! What an outrageous hit! I can't believe he took it on from there, and neither can the goalkeeper.
Well, we won't get tired of seeing this, will we? Because that struck so sweetly. He really does surprise everybody here, not least the keeper. What a good finish that is.
So back underway with the lead standing at 2-0. And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end. Walker-Peters. And there it breaks down, but credit to the defence. Likes to run with the ball at his feet. Real chance. And saved by the keeper. Grafenberg. Being egged on by the crowd. And he's kept it out. Fully stretched. Somehow reaching it. Well, the short corner routine. Cross could be useful. An alert reaction to tip it over. Who can he pick out? Not out of the woods yet. So there it goes, the half-time whistle, and Liverpool prospering again here, Stuart.
Well, it could have been a lot worse than 2-0, I suppose. They got the first goal pretty early on, and I was expecting the worst, really. I was expecting the same story as the two games from last episode, but we actually did alright. We just didn't create enough. Second goal was kind of out of nowhere, and it's something Szoboszlai is capable of but never really does it, so it was quite annoying that the game's just decided to let that one fly into the top corner, but whatever. I know he scored the free kick against Arsenal a few weeks back, but that's besides the point. They had a few other chances where I couldn't quite control who I wanted to quick enough, so they've been able to just run into the big gaps, but thankfully they haven't been able to capitalise on those chances yet. So yeah, I don't know if I want to say happily, but I would take a 2-0 defeat now. Please.
Away they go again. Second half is underway here. Nice looking pass. Walker-Peters. Stopped a certain goal. Diogo Jota. And Liverpool might be able to cash in. Diving to thwart him.
Well, after that first leg, there's everything to play for in the second leg. With a quarter-final place at stake, it should be a great game.
And this is Diogo Jota now. It has to be. Oh, he wasn't necessarily favourite to win that challenge. Potentially productive here for Liverpool on the flank. Tremendously strong in the tackle. Trent Alexander-Arnold. It's a good Liverpool move in the making. And the referee doesn't hesitate. That is a spot kick. An opportunity for 3-0. Goal! Taking aim from the spot and finding the target.
Let's take another look. He deceives the goalkeeper really well here by getting to dive one way before placing it into the opposite side. A really good penalty.
Is this going to be a thrashing? 3-0 now. Armstrong. Difficult to stop him. He's keen on cutting in and pulled back and thwarting his opponent in the nick of time. Luis Diaz. Jota. Feeding it through, and darting through, a goal! And I'll tell you what, on this sort of form, very few would lay a glove on them.
Well, here's the replay. Just look at this pass from Salah, and once he gets onto it, he just smashes it past the keeper with great technique. What an emphatic finish that is.
Well, if there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely they now have been removed. Flynn Downs. Really fine piece of defending play to break us up. Salah. Delivered into the area here. Great defending. The sound of the referee's whistle. This match is in the history books and it goes down as a Liverpool victory.
Well, it doesn't matter how poor the opposition is, you still have to perform, and that's exactly what they did today. They were outstanding in every aspect of the game.
Sometimes this game is just an absolute joke, making Simicast look like prime Marcelo while my players can't even make a 5-yard pass. Oh, I'm raging. I was pretty positive I got the ball for the foul that gave them the penalty, so that felt like it was very soft. Maybe it was a foul, but still I think it was pretty soft. And then Salah goes and does the Panenka. Nice one, cheers for that. The game is clearly having fun with me now. Just before the fourth goal, I try and pass to someone mere yards, possibly even feet away from whoever had the ball. I think it was Bertrand Diaz. But no, it goes flying past them straight to a Liverpool player, and they quickly counter and score. Absolutely raging I was. That's the only reason they scored that one. I don't know if goal difference will play a part in deciding relegation, but if it does, then we are screwed. We've conceded way too many goals now. That's 13 in the last 3 games. I know we shouldn't have been expecting much from the opponents we've had recently, but we could have at least kept the scores down a bit. And I also said before the game, if we do better than we did in the cup, then I'd be happy. Well, I was wrong, because I'm not happy. 4-0 and 5-1 is technically the same result, but arguably 4-0 is worse because we never scored. I know there's an argument to be made that 5-1 is worse because you concede more, but I'm not having that argument. Just not having it. Right, I need to settle down. Let's move on. If we take another look at the table, Ipswich are now just 1 point behind us after they won away at Crystal Palace, so that's not great. Thankfully, everyone else in the bottom 5, well, everyone else in the bottom half just about, they all lost, so aside from the tractor boys breathing down our necks now, pretty much as you were. All the more reason why our next game is a must win. I don't think we'll have a better chance to pick up 3 points than we do right now, as we face the bottom of the table side Wolverhampton Wanderers. So a little look at the possible lineup, and okay, they've got a couple of injuries, but there's still a few really good players in that team, although the layout does look a bit odd. However, their tactical style is wing play, which I think we've actually done alright against so far, so I'm hoping we can put on another strong showing. And surely stop the ball will help us in doing so. Archer came on against Chelsea a couple of games ago and got himself a brace. I figured it would be a waste to start him against Liverpool, but he has earned a start, so he's getting that chance against Wolves. Despite the heavy defeats, Colin Battle has impressed me so far, so he gets to keep his place in the team again. I do feel kind of bad for Ugochukwu, but at the end of the day, he is only on loan, and we don't want to be too reliant on loan players. I know we've been playing Corney most of the season, but Burton Diaz has featured quite a bit too, so well, that one's a bit different. So that's going to be our lineup for today. I'll just change the Wolves kit and then we can get down to business.
The quest for success, the big showdown almost upon us, and the likelihood of a game to be savoured and cherished. But who's going to win? We'll leave that to the courageous amongst you. Stay with us, live coverage right here on EA TV. Hello and a warm welcome to the South Coast. We find ourselves today at St Mary's Stadium. I'm Derek Ray, ready to bring you match commentary, and alongside me is Stuart Robson. And we've got Premier League action coming right up. It's Southampton versus Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Well, this should be interesting today. I like the makeup of both teams. They really do have a good balance of attacking and defensive qualities. But the team that has the greater desire will probably come out on top.
Determined defending. The initial 11 for Wolves.
Well, I think they have a nice balance to their team. A solid back four, two holding midfielders, three creative players in advance of them, and a mobile centre forward. It's a good team.
Archer. Really good build-up, but no end product. Well, it doesn't make great reading for our hosts. Just look at this. It's the weakest attack in the league, and that's official.
Well, I'm not surprised by their lack of goals. Their approach play is far too predictable. It lacks invention and guile, which makes it almost impossible for the forwards to find space.
Very effective pass. Gives it a go, and he's kept it out, fully stretched, somehow reaching it. And he's fired over the corner. Was it a great clearance? And the attack fizzling out. Oh, great defending. Doherty. Must be! And still danger here.
Well, Wolves should have taken the lead, but what a great save by the goalkeeper that was.
Yes, they just have to make sure they stay defensively compact here. And defensive play to be applauded. Maxwell Cornet. Ahmed Bella-Kotchap. Could be threatening. And a goal! That will do it! They've been pushing for it, and now they've been rewarded.
Well, here's the goal again, and it's a great ball to put him through. Good vision to set up the chance, and he makes no mistake with the finish. He showed a lot of composure there.
So the action continues, and it's on Wolves to show invention and perhaps level the game. Well, making considerable progress with the ball. Shaping to shoot. And the keeper making sure that was pushed well away from danger. That's a useful cross. Huge block. Archer. Maxwell Cornet. And quite simply wide of the target. Well, he has the measure of his opponent. Oh, good vision. No hiding from the fact that they really should have extended their lead.
Well, that was a poor miss. Could they come to regret that?
So that was a fairly even half, I would say. Bit slack from us at times, and maybe we gave up possession too easily, but on the whole I'm relatively pleased. We've defended really well, and aside from that one chance, we've pretty much stopped them from getting into our box, I think, so far. They've had 5 shots, and I think most of them were just pot shots from range. Colombato has really impressed again. Downs had a bit of a slow start, but he's really grown into it. Archer also had a slow start, couldn't really hold the ball up, so credit to their defenders I guess for that, but then he got the chance to go through on goal and he scored with a lovely finish into the bottom corner to give us the lead. He's looked lively since the goal and came close on another occasion, so yeah, good first half and more of the same please.
So the ball is rolling again. Wolves trailing going into the second half. Will they come up with the right response? Mateus Cunha. And teammates to play it to. Well, a potential opportunity from the corner for Wolves to get right back into it. Now sending it in. It might still be problematic. And he's gone for power. So close to finding the net. Colombato. Manning has it. Nice weight on the pass. Oh, but he's done brilliantly to cut it out. Wolves might be able to cash in from here. Well, just the tackle that was needed. So a half an hour remaining. Has eyes for goal. Palmed away by the keeper. Maxwell Cornet. And they have possession again. And we have more live Premier League action coming up for you soon on EA TV. It's Wolverhampton Wanderers. It's got to be! And there it is, the goal they wanted for security. They lead by 2 now. They can breathe that bit more easily.
Well, here it is again, and it's a superbly weighted through ball to break that defensive line. And then what a strike. That's hit with such ferocity. Certainly no stopping that. That's a great goal.
And Wolves using width to good effect. How about the cross? A high degree of difficulty with that sort of attempt. Come on in one go. Ryan Manning. Santiago Colombato. Walker-Peters. Options in the middle. Well, not cleared away completely. Well, he's placed it wide. Really close shave. Well, we're inside the final 15 minutes. Is this the moment? He got a good palm on it. So almost at full time, and the home side very much in command. Stuart, what have you made of their overall performance?
Well, I think the scoreline reflects the difference between the two teams. For most of the game, they've dictated the play and they've created some really good chances. I think it's been an excellent performance.
Opportunity! Oh, good save. Well, a shot from miles out. Well, whether it's a great chance or a half chance, when you're trailing as they are, you've got to put them away. And that will be all for this match anyway. It goes down as a Southampton success story. How would you sum this up?
Well, we talked about their struggles in front of goal, but today they were excellent going forward. There was a real zip about their passing, and the movement of the ball was just as good. That was so much better.
Well, it wasn't a classic, but I guess if we're talking strictly business, then we don't really care, do we? We said it was a must-win, and we won, so job done. Performance-wise, I mentioned a few guys at half-time that played well. Manning, I thought, defended very well against Cunha all game. The rest of the backline was pretty good too. Archer, again in that second half, didn't look like he was bringing much to the team, but then he popped up with another goal after a very nice passing move, so we can't really complain. There were flashes of quality, but generally it was a pretty poor game, so I'm a wee bit disappointed to end the episode on a dull note. What am I on about? We won! That's 3 massive points! And we kept a clean sheet. After the poor run of form we've just been on, conceding 13 goals in 3 games, a clean sheet is massive as well. This is great! Leicester seem to think 3 million for Aribo is just outrageous, so negotiations with them have broken down. Oh well, that's fine. We've already got another offer for him from Freiburg, so I guess this time I'll just be a little bit less demanding. Let's see what they say to that. Nothing's going to get me down. And Leicester have beaten Man United 2-0. We are no closer to survival than we were 2 months ago. We are still 4, effectively 5 points from safety. Leicester just keep baiting me in, and I think I've got a chance, but nah, off they go again, and they've even leapfrogged West Ham this time. At least we beat Wolves, eh? Yay! Go us! Thanks for watching. I guess I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.